Hey you guys, I received some questions this week and I've decided that I would answer them. Some of you guys just want to know a little bit more about um, my interests and what exactly got me writing. So I have a list, and just like last time, and I'm going to go through that and just give you guys my answers. Someone asked, where did you get your inspiration from? I got my inspiration from predominantly my love of British literature and British culture in general. In 2009, I lived in London for about 2 to 2.5 months, and I absolutely loved it. I loved the accents, of course, and I loved the culture, just the beauty of it all. It just astounded me, and I was so enthralled with it. I loved everything about the city, and then I went off into Oxford and Cambridge. Absolutely loved that. I think if I could live anywhere in England, it would definitely be Oxford. But it was a fabulous trip, and that's just really what got me started. After I came back from England, I started writing Lies and Love, like, immediately after. It didn't I didn't get the plot until I got home in August, but that's when I started writing. So, next question was, what are your favorite books and authors in the field that I write in, this historical kind of Middle Ages type genre? I would have to say that, of course, my love for British lit. I kind of emphasized that earlier. I love British literature with a passion. I My favorite stories are probably like Beowulf, Mort Arthur, Tristan and Isolde. That's another one of my favorites. You guys, if you've heard of that, you've probably seen the movie with James Franco, or Franco, however you pronounce his last name. And it's really good. I really loved it. It's basically like a Romeo and Juliet before there ever was a Romeo and Juliet. It's fabulous, fabulous story, well written, amazing. And then of course, like Chaucer's Canterbury Tales, I really like A Knight's Tale, and just different things like that. Of course, as for recent literature, I like anything by Tamara Pierce. I kind of emphasized that in my last video, especially the Song of the Lioness Quartet and The Protector of the Small, some of my favorites. Aragon, Eldest, and Bersinger by Christopher Paolini. Brilliant, brilliant books. Very well written, very descriptive, and amazing. Sometimes a little bit over descriptive at times, but still very, very good. The Sword of Truth series by Terry Goodkind. These are adult literature, very, very adult themes in it, so I wouldn't necessarily recommend it to anybody under 16 or 17, actually, sometimes. But it's very good. Definitely epic fantasy. Very, very good story. Stories. It's like, there's like 12 books. I've read 5 of them. Yeah, they're really good. And they're really thick. One of them is almost 1,000 pages. So crazy. Yeah, Lord of the Rings, also some of my favorite books. T.H. White, he does the King Arthur type series. A lot of Merlin stories, stuff like that. Very good. Next question. Do you have any tips? No, sorry. What is your favorite story on Wattpad? My favorite story would probably have to be, oh my gosh, why am I forgetting? It's called, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Hold on, pause. It's called His Hired Girlfriend. Yeah, by Chandra McKay, or McKee, yeah, Chandra McKee. Really, really good. I think that's my favorite so far. I haven't read what is it called? Distant Dreamers story that's really high up on the historical fiction list. I haven't read that yet. I really want to. So, yeah, that's on my list. So, okay, who inspires your writing style? A lot of different people inspire my writing styles. I've read so much that all the books that I've read have impacted my writing style in some way or shape or form. Tamara Pierce was probably what really started me going and everything. But I would have to say probably Francine Rivers. She writes extremely well, extremely vivid fiction without being over descriptive. She writes books like Redeeming Love, Mark and the Lion trilogy. I recommend those highly to anybody. They are adult fiction. They have adult themes. They're Christian fiction, but the best fiction I've ever read in my entire life. That includes everything. Best books ever. Definitely life-changing and definitely just amazing fiction to read. You don't have to be a Christian to read those. They're just all amazing. So yeah, I want to say that she inspired me in my writing style. Okay, and do you have any tips for aspiring writers? I do. I was talking to one person today, Crystal Clear, I believe, whoever you are. You're awesome. She asked me, I forgot the question. She wanted to know, like, kind of how I wrote a little, and I told her one of the ways that I keep my plots, different plots that, like, are, like, crazy in my head, and sometimes I forget them, sometimes I don't. I always write them in a notebook. You can see this is my notebook. Yes, it has duct tape on the side, and it has a lovely, other way, a lovely sticker. It's amazing. I love adventure stuff, like North Face stuff. Anyways, so this is my journal. It has everything in it, like, let's see, yeah, it's all writing. So, that's what I use. I write in it constantly, every day. Most of the time, I either do scenes that I think should be in my books, or I do other plots for other stories. Sometimes it's one sentence, sometimes it's 5 pages. Like, it can go anywhere. I also write a whole bunch of different stuff, like grocery lists and assignments for school, or brainstorms for papers or stuff. I write everything in here. I don't think I would be able to live without my journal. Actually, I call it a day book, but anyways, so it's one of my favorite things. Love it. Really, really helps me a lot. And yeah, that's what I'd say is definitely my tip for aspiring writers. It's definitely a very helpful tool. And I always carry this around with me. There's not a day that goes by that I don't have this with me. And bring it everywhere. It's in my purse. As soon as I finish this book, which won't be too long, I'll probably finish it in like 2 or 3 weeks. I'm pretty far ahead in it. I'll be changing to this book. It's just a really small, thin thing that you can get at Target. Or Walmart or whatever. It costs like $2. Seriously, it's not all that expensive. And it's fun, just write whatever you feel. You can write poetry, you can write song lyrics, anything that'll get your mind going. So, that is the end of all the questions that you have for me. I hope you really enjoy this next chapter of By Order of the King. I'm really, really, really excited about it. So anyways, I hope you have a great day and that you enjoy my story. See you guys later. Bye.